We are the nerds. We are the nerds of the apocalypse.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the NotA Game Report. I am, of course, Trex, and alongside me this evening, we have... Ladies first. I like how both of y'all fucking were silent on that ladies first comment. I like that.
Did you enjoy that? That's funny.
Yeah. I also accidentally still had myself on mute, so...
Same here. God, Trex, it's so hard to find good help these days, huh?
Hey, guys. What's up? How y'all doing? Is everyone on mute now?
No, I'm not on mute.
Okay.
I'm not on mute. I'm doing great. I'm excited. I'm Stevie B. I'm ready to go. Let's do it. Let's talk some game. No, I'm actually really excited because tomorrow.
It's a Thursday.
No, right. It's also my day to play the Reverse beta. Reverse. I'm very excited.
Oh yeah, it's also the first DLC for Immortals Fenyx Rising.
Get the who gives the guys? Shut up with that. Who cares?
Oh wait, yeah. Oh, and Medium comes out tomorrow.
And Medium comes out.
Already got that shit preloaded.
Well, thanks for coming by, everybody. Let them care about that game stuff and they'll be rude. No, you don't be rude, Arwen. Okay, you don't be rude. You're right. I shouldn't be rude. Yeah, I'm not exactly even sure if I can stream it. To be honest, can you guys hear me?
Did you not send a message to the community manager?
No one's getting back to anybody on that fact. Because it's obviously not just me, right? It's a lot of people that got into the. Oh my gosh, my mic. Hold on, my headphones are messing up. Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah. So it's not just me. Still no NDA email. I'm not gonna get. Well, I haven't got an email that says shut the fuck up. What's gonna have to happen is you're gonna have to wait until the beta actually starts, which is actually at midnight tonight. It starts, right? It's like 12 a.m. to 8 a.m. or some shit like that. And like when it starts, you'll have the whole disclaimer thing. You have to read the disclaimer. So luckily, those first batch of people that are playing it and stream it are the guinea pigs for me. I mean, if they start to get DMCA'd, then I won't do it. But if they don't, then I'm good.
Well, remember, DMCA is the music strike. So.
Oh, you know what I mean. I know, right? I don't mean DMCA. You know what I mean. So they get copyright strike. Inquire from other RE ambassadors. Yeah, I actually did reach out to a few people on Twitter, and no one's getting a response about it. But I mean, I don't think it's going to be a problem at all because they did this exact same thing with the Project Resistance beta, and everybody could stream it no problem. So I mean, I don't know why this would be any different. I don't. Go ahead.
I mean, maybe no news is good news. I don't know.
Right, exactly. Well, and they also didn't give you any information until you could read the terms of the beta when it started. But I have it pre-downloaded on the Xbox, ready to go. So I just gotta wait. I might check it at midnight before I go night nights. So yeah, I did reach out to a couple of the platinum ambassadors, right? There's platinum RE ambassador. I'm eligible for gold status. I'm just waiting for it to be approved.
Ooh,
that's right. Y'all talking to a gold, possibly, maybe if it's approved comes through. They don't like check. It checks. It's like a once a month thing. So I just gotta wait until they decide to check my shit. But I definitely qualify for it. So we'll see what's up. So yeah, just gonna wait. But yeah, I'm excited. Either way, I'm excited to play. Either one, I'm gonna play it. So, very excited. I since we last streamed, I did play through the. I can't Maiden, right? I hadn't done that yet, right? That was
Maiden is Oh yeah, that's the latest demo. That's out.
Yeah, I hadn't done that. I can't remember what day last week I did it. I think it was after the game report. That's really, really good.
Where were you able to download it? Because Carlin tried looking on the PSN store for that last night.
That's a PS5 only, baby. You gotta get on that PS5, man.
Ooh,
Talk-
you hear that?
That's PS.
demo.
That's PS5 only. See, tell CC she can come over to the crib if she wants to try it out. You know what I mean? Tell her she can come by the house.
Yeah, I will definitely say it exactly like that.
Just like that. Tell her come by the house.
Come by the house.
I'll make her a cup of tea. That's right. So yeah, it's really good. Like very very spooky. I hit around corners a lot. I streamed it and then I put it on the YouTube channel. But it is very creepy. It is. I'm excited to see where the story goes. Doesn't come out until May the 7th, which kind of sucks. But my birthday is May the 9th, so it's that's a hell of a birthday weekend. It's good. Heather goes. So you're gonna spend all your entire birthday weekend in a room without your family? I said, you could take me to dinner.
Wow.
Wow.
No. Of course, I'll stop to spend a little bit of time with the family. But yeah, I mean, it comes out on Friday. The problem is I probably won't actually get it until like Friday afternoon, because of course your boy got the pre-order in on the collector's edition. But because of there was like a thing with GameStop, right? Because GameStop with RE2 and RE3, their collector's edition, you could pre-order them in store and pick them up in store, no issue. But with the RE3, it released right as like the full country shutdown of COVID, right? And so like all hell broke loose with it, and it got somebody got lost in the mail and stuff like that. I walked to the GameStop in like a hazmat suit. And like I did that thing where you wait in your car until they come to the door. I like called them and like was like, you got that thing? And it really sucked because like I tried to change it to shipping because it's a whole thing. So I think to avoid that snafu, it was online only. Like they're only shipping them this time. So I got online and got it pre-ordered. I couldn't pick it up in the store. I did. Now hear me out. Don't start, Trex. I did pre-order on the PS5.
Okay.
For a couple of reasons, right? Haptic feedback. Figure that's going to be good. The control's really nice.
Yeah.
So there's going to be some. The demo didn't have any haptic feedback features. That really pissed me off. I thought it would. Yeah, you're right. I didn't get too mad at Trex because of that fact. Okay, it was just a demo, so I let it go. And the possibility of VR in the future. There's still no VR. Whoa! Sorry, I unmuted the stream. And I was screaming the word fact, and it scared the shit out of me. Like I hit the space bar and unmuted the stream. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm back now. I'm fully back. The possibility of VR in the future, there's just been no word on VR at all. They haven't said a thing about it. And I think that's because they're like waiting for Sony to announce whatever the fuck they're going to do with VR on the PS5. It's going to be like a thing. So like I preliminary got the PS5 version for that inevitable announcement. I just don't see why this game wouldn't be in VR. That kind of bugs me out.
It definitely would have to be, right?
Yeah, I mean it would have to be because they had Biohazard had a VR option, so they would have to bring this one in.
Exactly. That's how I played through the game the first time. Was in full VR. I didn't play. The second playthrough was out of VR, but my first full play. And let me tell you, that is a damn experience. To play that in the VR. I wasn't. We weren't really streaming at the time when that game came out. Otherwise, I would have streamed it. But we weren't really. That came out a while ago, and we hadn't been like. I think we'd streamed like. Trex, didn't we stream like the first Injustice game or something like a long time ago?
We recorded the videos because I remember Preach was with us.
Yeah, I
we
thought
didn't
we
really
did
like
one
stream
stream.
them.
I don't know. Anyway, so yeah. I'm excited all around to try so I can't stand. I can't stand when things get prejudged, right? And I love a lot of them, but Resident Evil Twitter is what I dubbed them. This fan base is condemning this game before anyone's even really seen it, and that really bugs me, man.
Are they already condemning the game for something?
Yeah, well, because it's not what they want. It's like they're like, oh, it's a Capcom cash grab versus game no one wants. I'm gonna try it.
Nothing shit.
Were they expecting another zombie game? You know, just play 1 through 6.
Right. So I can tell you what everybody wants, and that's what the Madness Sun is. This is what everybody wants. Do you remember the game Resident Evil Outbreak on the PS2?
Yeah.
It was the multiplayer game. For those who don't know, it was a multiplayer game on a PS2 that used the modem, like back, when you get the fucking modem attachment and shit for the PS2, screw that shit in the back, and you played it online, and it was just like the classic REs, but different scenarios all throughout the city, and you could play it online. And it was way fucking ahead of its time. Like, just Showtime and I'm not shooting you guys. Showtime and I, we had 2 TVs, 2 PS2s, both connected to a router, and we would sit there and connect to the same game and play these games over and over again. It was a fucking blast. I'll never forget my time with Showtime. But it was like a difficult step, not like now where it's like everybody plays on. So like everybody wants, with RE2 and RE3 and the whole remake business, everybody is expecting a Resident Evil Outbreak revival, like for them to redo Outbreak with the remake graphics and stuff like that. And so when they announced this, and it wasn't Outbreak, everybody lost their shit, and they were mad as fuck.
Just can't please some of them, I guess.
No, you can't.
No. Well, I am for the change. Even though I will never play it, I will live vicariously through other players. I've tried playing through 1, and I've tried playing through 3. I can't even get past level 3 in Phasmophobia. I am too chicken shit to play any of these games. So I will live vicariously through everyone else brave enough to do it. But I am very intrigued and might borrow a game from someone else just because I want the tall lady to step on me. Not just kidding.
Oh, yes! Take me, tall lady. I saw this one meme that was like, it was like a picture of Ethan and then a picture of tall lady, and then she comes around the corner and she's like, "I found you, Ethan," and then it was like Ethan turned around and locked the door. And she's like, "What?" Dude, the tall lady's all over the place. That's you can't get on the Resident Evil Reddit because it's nothing but it's either people drawings of tall lady or people cosplaying. There's so many people cosplaying the 3 vampires and the tall lady. It's all over the place. And don't get me wrong, I love every minute of it, but it's just all over the place. Raphael, kind of like Final Fantasy fans bitching about turn-based being a thing in the past. I agree 100%, the same thing. Ours, tall lady chokes me harder. Tall lady, what? Me, what? Maidens, what? Oh, man. It's true. It's all true. All of it. The vampire girls in the new RE are hot. Dude, they're all hot, Beth. I don't know what. First off, the amount of RE that's just like on my normal timeline, like, it's just crazy. Like I don't know if this was the intention, right? But someone in Capcom marketing is like, yes.
I just really want to see the epic crossover of the Burning Mittens with the Maidens or Tall Lady. It needs to come together at that point.
someone on Capcom was finally fulfilling some kind of fantasy that has something to do with the Hachi Shaksama, who is like some 8-foot tall demon lady that everyone is saying she's based off of.
Oh, I don't know about that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Hey, we need something new for a Resident Evil game. Oh, I got something. Oh, Jim, sit down.
I'll put the spelling in the chat, but that's how it's spelled. And just go ahead and just look her up, and you'll find stuff.
It's weird. You got me at the first part of the name, and then you got me the second, or the first part and the last part. But that middle part, I just can't go with it. Like,
is this NSFW?
No, not all of it. No, I mean no, because it's not NSF. It's safe for work.
Oh,
but
I've seen this.
You have seen some of this, yes. You have seen some of this.
I want to look.
Oh my god, this is actually real. Yeah, I can totally see
this.
I know, right? It's like I never had the name for it.
I love that we all know what we're talking about, but we're not going to actually admit it.
Look.
But no, she's an actual folklore monster in Japanese culture. That has ultimately turned into a kink.
Sure fucking has.
Nice. This game reports. This game report is getting off to a great start. Yeah, they're like.
Thank you for having me, you guys.
No, it's fine. We talk about way worse. I'm sorry, I'm distracted by this Google search. Me too. That makes sense though, because like it's a very folklore-ish game, right? Because you have that, and you have the vampires, and you have the werewolves, and like everybody's like really upset about this, right? That's another thing that they bitch about, right? It's like werewolves and vampires, and like in Resident Evil 6, when you're fighting the final boss, it transforms itself into a giant fucking T-Rex. And I'm like, so that giant T-Rex you were fine with, right? But a werewolf that can easily be scientific, like you can easily be like, oh, a virus turns people into werewolves. Right? You don't even have to think about it, right? It's like, oh yeah, that happens. Like, but like a T-Rex, you're totally fine with. Like it even went wah! Like a T-Rex, like in Jurassic Park. To be fair. Oh,
I don't think anyone was okay with 6.
That's right. I mean, I liked it, but I recognize it's like the movies. I recognize that the movies are shit, but I enjoy them. I recognize that 6 wasn't exactly the best, unless you ask Erin in the community. She really liked 6 a lot. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it was too jam packed full of stuff. But it does have its moments. But as an entirety. It struggles. I will say this. I messaged Trex, and I should have messaged you. I forgot you watch it. I happened to have been following. I don't know if you know, but they like rebooted the movie franchise. Right? There's like a new movie coming out this year. It just finished filming, and they're essentially adapting the first 2 games into one movie.
I might have known that.
Okay.
But what?
Yeah.
It gets better.
It gets so better. I was looking at a cast photo, right? And I was like, wait a minute. I know that guy. And so the helicopter pilot from the first game, his name is Brad Vickers, is being played by Nathan Dale, a.k.a. Daryl from Letterkenny.
He's gonna make it so awkward in the helicopter.
Well, see. What's really funny is the thing about Brad is he's the one that like is the whole reason why they get stuck in the mansion in the first place. because he gets scared shitless by the dogs attacking the other members that he just takes off in the fucking helicopter and leaves everybody there. And then I guess he has like a change of heart and comes back later to pick everybody up, and that's where the game ends. But and in Resident Evil 3, he goes out like a champion. Well, I guess sort of like a champion, and depending on what game you play. But he gets infected by Nemesis and dies.
Wow.
But yeah. So there's been no mention of Nemesis or anything like that. I don't think that they're adapting that game into this movie. I don't know how they're gonna play it. But it's definitely 1 and 2 for sure, because they've cast like all the major characters from those 2 games. And like I almost can't believe it's happening just because of how like much the Anderson movies deviated from the fucking storyline. Like it barely had anything to do with any of it.
Yeah.
And just to see these fucking names next to these characters, like Brian Irons is one of my favorite characters, being played by Donald Logue. Do you know that, like, from yes,
Gotham.
Yes, right. And I was like, holy shit! So it's like one of my favorite actors is playing one of my favorite RE characters, and I'm just like, what the fuck? Although Brian Irons is like a crazy, creepy piece of shit, but like, he's a very interesting character. And it just I'm just floored by it. I can't wait.
Tom Hopper is in here too.
Oh yeah, he's who's I can't.
He's the I can't remember. He's number 1 in Umbrella Academy, and he's also in my favorite show of all time, Black Sails.
Black Sails. He's got an amazing role. He's playing the infamous Wesker.
Ooh.
Yes, he's playing the pivotal role of Wesker. I don't know how much Wesker's gonna have to do with me, because Wesker doesn't have anything to do with RA2. But they are doing the mansion incident as well in the movie, so he'll definitely be in that. Straight betrayal status, right? That's what Wesker does. He's a villain. Mm-hmm. So I'm excited to see how they play. I don't know how they're gonna do it. My thought is that they're going to start the game in 2, right? And like the story of 2, and then they're going to find files around the police station, and they're going to start reading things or something, and then start doing flashbacks, right? So then we'll see what they're reading. I don't think we're going to see the mansion incident in its entirety. I think they're going to find a report and flashback or something like that. So I don't know. Or maybe they won't. Maybe they'll just start with the mansion incident and move on to... it's going to be interesting how they do it, trying to cram both those big stories into one. But I'm excited. Nonetheless, I think the focus is going to be on 2 though, because that's the big one. That's one everybody loves so much. So, oh man, I didn't know we were going to start off this game report with all this Resident Evil talk. I would have worn my umbrella shirt or something like.
Robbie and Mel's going to be Chris Redfield.
Yes.
You're going to have his shirt off the entire time, because I don't mind.
And I hope so. And the villain from Ant-Man and the Wasp, she is playing Claire. She's playing Jill.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure. I don't know this actress is playing Claire, but we all know. I don't know if I'm saying this last name right. Neil McDonough. Yeah, he's playing William Birkin, which is weird because William Birkin should be a bit younger. He's playing a bit older character, so I don't know.
No, that guy never ages, so it might fit.
That's true. It's very true. So it's good. What's new in the video game industry? All right. Damn. Okay. Well, we gotta catch up with Xtina and Trex.
Hey, we were in the realm of video games. It was just happened to go to movies too.
See, that's what this is the video game movie. It counts. We have more video game movie news in the actual newsreel today, Arwen. So keep talking that shit. All right.
Come on, Arwen. You're just gonna die a 3rd time in my game.
Damn, get fucked, Arwen.
He watched. He saw it.
Murder. Well, I guess it wasn't murder, right? It was self-sacrifice. I think we've all died at least once in that game, right?
Yeah, Trex, I think he finally died. I think for the second time. You died twice too. Yeah, FXCOM. God, it was such a horrible night when I played it yesterday. I lost. I'm in a section where I have to retrieve some intel, and I cannot get past the second wave of enemies after I retrieve, because like my best ranger dies, Dawn dies, Trex dies, you die, everyone dies, and I'm just like, fuck! And I restart the game.
just death everywhere.
Yes, absolutely everywhere. But
I was going actually to some old footage that I found on my computer of XCOM, and just watching it and watching myself, like I felt the tension already, like just furious that something missed. I'm about to die. I'm gonna lose these folks. Like it gives me such high anxiety. I'm like, I can't touch this game ever again. I just can't do it. It's too much.
You know, Trex, there is a multiplayer option.
Oh, dear God in heaven, why?
We could play it.
It's true.
I'm just gonna be in this corner.
But yeah, I had to stand in the rain for a little bit to cool off after I rage quit.
Oh, I bet. Just go outside and just wash away all the pain.
Yeah. It's like I'm not crying. The rain is washing away my tears, so I'm not crying.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I died in XCOM again. And I also got my friend's kill. Okay, that's it. I'm done.
They were blown away in such horrific fashion. You did not. None of you had an honorable death.
Damn.
What was it? The second time my friend Don died, there was an upskirt shot.
That was rough.
I had him wear like a hot pink pants. There was like the pixels were in such a way where the mini shorts that I gave him turned into a skirt. The game is so punishing, and it will humiliate you.
Mm.
But yeah, that's what's going on with me this week. I think I'll be playing medium starting tomorrow. Just to. I'm still rage quitting XCOM.
Play medium as a palate cleanser away from XCOM.
Yeah.
Right. What about you, Trex? What have you been up to, buddy?
Nothing much. It's just been once this weekend kind of carried me away with a lot of work. I was really happy I was able to get at least a 10-hour stream on Sunday, and then really just more work and preparation. We got a lot of stuff going on at the office. I'm going to be traveling next week to different spots.
Going.
You going?
I got to go to Rock Hill to help an office move to make sure their internet and printer is working. Then, I have to rewire an entire floor on Monday night for a Tuesday move. Go to Rock Hill next week. Go to Sherrod next week to inspect an office that we have apparently. And yeah, I'm just a workaholic at this point.
Ew.
Yes, right.
I love it though. Like I mean,
Well,
I worked a 12-hour
like it.
shift today, and I loved it. So
Ew.
12 hours.
I can't
yeah.
do
So
12 hours.
Carlin works a track schedule. Well, she won't be starting in February. She's working a 9 to 5 Monday through Friday now because she got a different position. So yay her.
Yay.
But ever since she started working, or for the past month or so, whenever she works 2 12-hour shifts, 2 days a week, and then the next week is her busy week, so she'll work 5 days of 12-hour shifts, like broken up a little bit. So Monday through Friday, if she's working a 12-hour shift, I'm working a 12-hour shift because I take her to work. She doesn't want to drive at night. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with working a 12-hour shift. It's like, fuck it, why not? So I have fun, and I do like it because I do get a lot of work done. So it will be kind of weird going back to just me working my normal 8 hours a day, I guess.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
God forbid.
Man, I don't know. I think the whole company is going to be unproductive now. I don't know what happened. But no, gaming wise, I'm still playing a little Torchlight 3 on the Xbox Game Cloud, or xCloud rather, and got a little bit of DCUO in. Excited that Immortal Phoenix Rising's first DLC will be dropping on the 28th of January, and really hoping I can get some teeth into that. Hope maybe this weekend or something. But other than that, it's really just been working, kind of chilling, just also looking at some stock. It's cool. Both.
Oh my god.
Talking.
We will get into that. Don't worry about that. All right. Well, before we talk about the new games coming out, this is the part where we harass everyone on YouTube. If you made it this far, stop what you're doing and come follow twitch.tv/NerdsApocalypse, and you come watch the show live every Wednesday at 9:30 p.m. Eastern-ish. 9:30 p.m. Eastern-ish. We got to throw the ish in there because, sometimes Trex takes baths. And we have to wait for him to finish taking a bath. That's a true story. Sometimes he'll just do the stream from the bath. It just depends on how he's feeling. So there you go.
I did it one time, and I'll do it again.
He'll do it again. Don't test him. So yeah, come watch it on YouTube. Excuse me. Yeah, come watch it on Twitch. If you're on YouTube, come watch it Twitch. Twitch.tv/NerdsApocalypse. Because sometimes we tell you about some sales and some shit that's already ended by the time my ass gets the shit on YouTube anyway. So what are you waiting on? Aaron, come watch on twitch.tv/nerds. She notoriously watches on YouTube. Every once in a while, she's able to catch the stream live. But yes, check it out. So, that being said, Trex, what games are coming out this week?
This week coming out, we have The Medium coming out on PC, Xbox Series X and S on January 28th. You can also pick it up on Xbox Game Pass Ultimate holders. We get that bad boy added to our Xbox Game Pass, so yay. Monstrum 2, Steam Early Access on PC, January 28th. Dysfunction coming out on PC, PS4, Xbox One, and the Switch on January 28th.
Disjunction. I understand why you would say dysfunction, because we're all a bit dysfunctional, but it's disjunction.
That's what I said, disjunction.
You said function.
Disjunction.
Rewind. Okay. No, just kidding.
Look, I'm sorry, I have a speech impediment. I don't think that you should be bringing that to light because I am very sensitive of that.
Well, why don't you continue, please?
That was rude, and I deserve an apology. Holy shit!
I'm not touching that with a 10-foot pole. I'm just gonna look at this trailer. This junction looks pretty cool. I'm just gonna say that. You can look at it on Steam. You can look at Disjunction coming out tomorrow on Steam and other places that Trex mentioned.
Other games coming out is Olija. Did I say that right, Steven? Did I say that right? Olija?
I think so.
Coming out on PC, PS4, Xbox One, and the Switch on January 28th. And Turrican Flashback on PS4 and the Switch on January 29th.
Well, I'll definitely be playing Medium. I already said that. But Olija looks pretty cool. It's got it's got really crisp animation that I think a lot of people will enjoy. I like that people are bringing in like hand-drawn animation to video games and making it usable. Kind of, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like Monstrum 2 is this is for Ari right here. It's a survival horror game for 2 to 5 players set inside a procedurally generated sea labyrinth, Sparrowlock. Join a team of prisoners evading terrors within whilst figuring out how to escape or become one of the deadly monstrosities whose only goal is to hunt them down. So we get Dead by Daylight, but inside, yeah, I just heard Carlin go, yeah! So if you like Dead by Daylight, but don't want to be Dead by Daylight with actual horror people, but you also like being underwater, this is your thing.
Oh, it's like a whole underwater level game?
Pretty much. It's a sea labyrinth.
Oh, no. Okay, well, I'm fine with that, actually. Water Temple sucks though. I'm
Water
just
Temple
does
does suck.
Oh god. It's like when you're playing through that game again, it's like such a halter. It's like, do I really want to do this? It's the levels, and like the fact that you can die. It just is. I don't know.
Yeah, never stop in the middle of it. Never stop. If you are in there, you are in there for life.
That's what she said. God, you got a lot of these today.
yeah.
So.
You're
Okay.
Oh no.
I'm on a roll tonight, everybody. All right. So our first. Do you hear her?
Did someone just yell?
Yeah.
She mocked my laugh.
Did she say? I think I heard boo, but
No, she
I don't
goes.
know.
She went, ho, 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 like I'm fucking Santa Claus or something. Classic. She's about to leave though, right?
Right.
Yeah, I was like, right, you're leaving, right? Just fucking go. No, just kidding.
There you go. Santa B. Oh my God, that's enough. Arwen says, I'd mock your laugh. Well, you're not, Arwen, okay? So there you go. All right. So our first bit of news, this is really sad news. This is sad news. Heather's actually going to be sad by this news too. She's right there acting like an ass, but when I read this article out, she's going to get sad. The Uncharted movie delayed yet again to February 2022.
Really?
No. That's a whole year.
Delayed.
Okay, as long as it's delayed. Delayed release.
What do you think? What else would it be?
Delayed production.
No, it's already finished production.
Oh! Why? Come here.
Uh,
Why would they not release it?
I don't. Yeah, this is. Okay. Anyway. Oh, this is from Push Square by Liam Croft. Will the Uncharted movie ever come out? I hate this to get pushed back. I want to see this movie so bad. He's going to be like old enough to actually be Nathan Drake at this point. You have to assume so at some point, but we're running our fingers. Excuse me. Let me rewind. We're running out of fingers to count just how many times the project has been delayed now. So yeah, Nathan Drake's big screen adaptation just got pushed back yet again. This time to February 22nd, 2022. That's more than a year away. That's a year and a whole month almost.
And they're pushing back Ghostbusters Afterlife.
Yeah, that hurt.
I didn't know that.
Well, hold on. It gets worse.
Yeah, but it's the next sentence.
Yeah, it gets
Oh,
worse.
is it?
Peter
I haven't
Rabbit
actually read
2, The Runaway, pushback? Are you kidding me? This is bullshit.
This is a travesty. 2021 needs to be canceled already.
No, can we just fast forward? It's obvious that hell yeah. It's obvious that the coronavirus pandemic is the reason behind them all. Cinemas across the globe are either closed or not attending in their masses like they used to be, but some streaming services such as HBO Max are offering an interesting alternative to film companies. It looks like Sony will be waiting on theaters to open up before Uncharted finally releases. So yeah, so it's Warner Brothers movies essentially, most of them, right? It's all the movies mainly produced by Warner Brothers that are coming out on HBO Max and theaters. And I think Disney is like picking and choosing what they're putting on Disney Plus when it comes to like these movies coming out on streaming services. But Sony's like, fuck that. We want that movie theater money, and we're gonna wait. And half the movie theaters in the country are closed. I don't know. I'm just making a number up, but I know half the movie theaters in our
doesn't
town
have a streaming platform, do they?
No.
No, I don't think so.
I mean, they could at least put stuff on, what is it? Stuff on video on demand and just make us pay like $20 or whatever for the rental. I think we've all gotten used to that by now.
Oh yeah,
I bought Bill and Ted on Amazon Prime for $25. Best money well spent.
Yeah,
I mean, just do that. I mean, I get I get it, but the consumer in me, while understanding, still wants that shit.
Oh yeah.
I want my Peter Rabbit too. God damn it!
That's right,
dude. Peter Rabbit 1 was fucking amazing.
I mean, it was cute. Yeah.
My favorite character in Peter Rabbit 1 was the rooster.
Roosters
Now I
suck.
have
I
to-
hate them.
To be there, like it was very funny. Yeah, Sony said they're getting more support from theaters for not abandoning them for streaming sites. It makes sense, right? Just waiting for theaters to reopen. I mean, theaters will eventually reopen, right? The more the vaccine gets out there, the more they'll.
But after I buy my AMC stock, after though.
That's right. AMC. There's a lot of AMC's open right now. The AMC open. Or there's the one around us is open. I'm not sure about you, Christina, but there's an AMC about like 30 minutes away from me.
Yeah, where I live. I mean, actually, in the whole city where I live, there are no AMC theaters.
Oh, okay.
Like none. So I don't really care. It doesn't affect me.
They're open at a very small capacity. They're open for nighttime shows, and that's it. Like they do 2 shows a night, and obviously they're selling at half capacity because it's a kind of a fucking movie theater dream. Because I'm just man, why can't the COVID rules be the actual rules all the time? Because it's they have to sell seats to sell group seats 2 seats apart, and you have to stand away from people when you're in line for concession. It's man, that sounds like a fucking dream. I wish I didn't have someone breathing down my neck when I was in concession. Or sitting right next to me shoulder to shoulder while I'm in the damn theater. That's great.
I went to the theater when Tenet came out, and it was one of our local theaters. If you have any local theaters, support them if they're open. But they had everything all spaced out. Staggered, so you had one row just kind of a half a section of one row blocked off where you have to sit on the other side, and then it alternates, so you're properly spaced between them. And then I mean, sure, the tickets are a little higher, but if you want to go to a movie theater, see a movie, and that's the only place where you get to see a movie that you really want to see, and if you're brave enough, and if you don't mind wearing a mask the entire time, then I don't know. Yeah, just do it that way. Support local theaters also.
That's right. I'm a movie hound. I love going to movies. I did not mind wearing masks all the time. It did not bother me at all. It didn't bother me. And the theater, the main is shut down now, but we have a big theater right next to me, and it's so big that they're easily able to accommodate spacing, especially in the lobby. So that was really good. It's the same thing. I went and saw Tenet, which is a fantastic movie. Fantastic. I mean, the sound issues are real, but it was a fantastic movie.
Yeah.
Go to eat the popcorn through the mask like Deadpool. Well, yeah, I mean, you pull it down, eat it, and put it back. People just, that's why I was sticking my straw underneath my mouth. But it's fine. They were really, really good about sanitation, but they just can't stay open. They can't afford to stay open with the amount of people not going and the amount of movies not to have access to. The drive-in though is open. The drive-in's this is perfect. We distance anyway. Just stay in your fucking car.
Yeah, exactly.
So
yeah, the local theater actually, for them to stay afloat during the pandemic when there were no actual protocols, they converted the side of their building into a drive-in. So that's how they survived.
That's really cool.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right. Who wants to hit this next one up? This is where people start to get salty. This is where the salt starts. This is where the sodium starts to get. Last of Us 2. Who wants to take this one?
Oh yeah. Because people are so salty about this because for whatever reason they still hate this game. But The Last of Us 2 has more Game of the Year awards than any other game in history.
I saw some YouTube videos being well, that's because Game and Science are making up awards to give them. Shut up.
Yeah, okay, Game of the Year was totally made up just for that game. Sure, guys, sure. But so, this comes from Game Rant by Dalton Cooper. The Last of Us 2 saw its fair share of controversy, but the game was still a massive success, selling millions of units worldwide and earning rave reviews from critics, becoming one of the highest rating games of 2020 in the process. While it has its detractors, The Last of Us 2 is still considered by many to be an exceptional release, and that success has seen it become the game with the most Game of the Year awards in history.
Let's also point out also had some like less bugs too. Just hashtag.
No shit. Listen, I love this. I loved every second of this game. Now, is it like very intense and very gory and like all that is true, but like the story was like fantastic. I'm so happy that it wasn't just like a carbon copy of the story of the first one. Like it was just it's so good. Like and like the reason why people hate it were just so stupid. I don't know. That's my opinion. I don't know. Your opinions are valid, of course, but like I like most of them are like, oh, my Joel, or like, oh, the girls are kissing. I have to play as the girls the whole time. Oh no, and it's just like, oh man, she got muscles. Oh no, and it's just like, shut up. Like it was so good.
If anything, it awoke way more. It awoke in people a new body type for women, and they're just scared and intimidated by it, or aroused, but whatever. But they are not used to it, so it scares them. It rouses them.
No.
I mean, again, like I watched some of Stevie B stuff, and I still have my hangups on the first Last of Us because, again, couldn't get past the first time we see the clickers.
Oh my god, I forgot about that story.
Oh yeah. I think I was in there for like maybe an hour or two, just could not get past it. I'm like, fuck it, rage quit. You're out of my life forever. I don't want to ever see you again. Then, of course, the sequel. I'm like, man, fuck the sequel. I don't give a shit about this damn clicker fucking bullshit.
I can't do it. I don't have a gravelly enough voice for it. Hang on. And just let me damage my throat a little bit, and I'll be able to replicate the clicker voice for you.
But I have no problem with the awards that it won. Obviously, of course, I think it had pretty good marketing. The leaks that happened did not help at all.
No, it didn't. It's so. I hate when that happens. The same things happen for Village too, in a different kind of way. But yeah, it sucks that like story beats and everything got hit, and
the story beats that even came out were just so jumbled, so everywhere that it just gave us this bad look at it. And then when you play the game, it made sense and it's understandable.
Right. There's the one big story beat that got leaked, right? And it just and everybody harked onto it. They didn't care how or why or the consequence or anything. I'm so upset that like that's how that was introduced. So like some people just didn't buy it because they're like, my Joe, and it just I don't know. It's frustrating.
I mean I don't know about any of you guys, but like I thought most of us called it about that event when we saw the first teaser trailer. Like, didn't we all predict that was going to happen anyway? So, but people are still pissed about it. I mean, that event, and I don't know if we're doing spoilers, but I'm not going to say it. But like, that event was the next logical step for a sequel. Otherwise, it would have hit the same
it's good.
things.
Agreed.
Yeah,
absolutely agreed.
It's fine. It's fine to talk about spoilers because I played through the whole game on the stream. So
okay. Well,
yeah.
I mean, seeing his head get bashed in was very visceral and holy fuck.
Just kidding.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry, but like, It's been a week where I've just had this potty mouth. But anyway.
Oh no! I meant like 4, like a golf club. I don't know. You can curse all you want.
Oh, 4.
Yeah, no.
You okay? But yeah, just watching it brought back flashbacks, PTSD flashbacks from when Glenn got his head bashed in the comic book. Not necessarily the show, because I stopped watching the show when they kept teasing it and never followed through. Whole another rant. But but the comic book.
Maggie, I'll find you. Sorry.
But yeah, just that whole thing. It was very visceral, and the game brought so many emotions. It was more brutal than the game, so I'm not surprised that it won Game of the Year because of all of the emotions alone that it elicits from you.
Well, I mean, it looked great. The sound was great. The story was fantastic, right? And even down to customizing your weapon was amazing. Like it was like, and I was just like, there's no like, it's totally understandable why the game won Game of the Year, but like nobody. Ghost of Tsushima, right? Everybody wanted that to win everything, but it's like it's a great game and fun. But like, it's very, there's so many games exist identical to it.
It's true.
It just looks really good, and it's just like so. It makes sense why this would win that over that. But I don't know. Who am I? I'm just the guy that enjoyed the game. That's all. I just really liked it. Oh, man.
Rat King.
Yo, the developer even like I remember playing that, and like the shift from that, I was like, what is happening? And then I was like in my element, and then the director was like, the game was like, this is our Resident Evil moment. Like he said that in an interview. Like the Rat King was, and I was like, no wonder. I was just like my instincts kicked in. I was like, well, I've been here before. What's happening? What are we doing? Like. So I was right. Yeah, that was a great part. Yeah. What we got? What we got next? Last was part 2, Game of the Year. Deal with it.
Next up, come over here from Forbes, coming from Ole Barter. Konami is dissolving and restructuring its gaming division. Like,
oh boy!
Even just reading that headline still blows my mind. So Konami Digital Entertainment is dissolving and restructuring its gaming divisions at the start of February. However, this does not mean Konami is shutting down game development. Far from it, in fact. First of all, it's worth specifying that we are talking about Konami Digital Entertainment, not the parent company Konami Holdings Corporation. The latter is not going under any changes. However, the gaming side of things we all care about is getting an interesting shakeup on February 1st. For starters, the various gaming divisions are being dissolved and consolidated into one large group. This smart move from a game production standpoint allows Konami to develop bigger as well as more complex games. AKA, we want to beat a certain somebody because they're better than us. We all know who we're talking about.
Didn't they want to... wasn't the whole, like, part of the major reason why they got rid of that guy? I'm already...
It literally escaped my brain, but yeah, it's Hideo.
Kojima,
yes. There it is.
Isn't the whole reason why they wanted to get rid of Kojima was because they didn't want to do games anymore? Yes. Or they just wanted to stick to pachinko? I don't know.
I don't think they ever said why they got rid of him or what happened with that, which it was really fucking stupid.
Like, creative differences.
Yeah, it was major creative differences, and I probably he was getting too expensive for them. But
well, I mean, just think. I mean, we got Death Stranding from his own standalone independent studio. I imagine he pitched it to Konami, and it's like, are you high? This is just UPS the game.
Have you guys been awake throughout the entire MSG franchise? Of course he was high.
I've played almost every Metal Gear Solid game, and I still don't really
MGS.
understand what the fuck.
Did
What
I
the
say
fuck?
MSG? Sorry, I meant MGS.
It just means you're hungry.
That is true.
No, it's not. Yeah. I barely know what the fuck happened. Like on paper, if you don't play the games, you think it's very standard. But then if you start playing the games, you're like, what the fuck is going on? There's some moments where like you're 10 minutes into a cutscene and you don't even know where you are in real life anymore. Like you've lost track of your own body because of how crazy the story goes. Like it just doesn't make any sense. But I love the Metal Gear games. And I was really upset that the whole Kojima thing, because the Metal Gear Solid 5 didn't get like a full proper ending because they were going to they parted ways before they fully finished the game. It was supposed to lead directly into the original Metal Gear on the fucking NES without heaven and stuff. But then now there's like this a story gap almost that I feel like is never going to get filled unless Konami's like we want you back, Hideo. But I don't know if that'll
It's not going to happen. So they were trying to do what the movie, what Hollywood is trying to do with 007, just kind of make all these movies or video games, and then have Daniel Craig loop around and say he was the first one this whole time.
Right. Then Quiet's outfit in Metal Gear Solid 2. Yeah, Quiet's outfit is definitely something else in Metal Gear Solid 5.
when I heard about her the first time, and it's like, you don't make any fucking sense. But this is an MGS game, so just have to roll with it.
And look, she's the only person that I play with as a partner. Like, just because of how good, like, she literally snipes people with a trank dart. It's amazing. Like, I just like, hey, trank this person, and she's just like, trank, and I'm like, it's perfect. This is great. Yeah, I like you can get the dog and stuff too, but I don't really do it. I always have her with me because it's much easier to play the damn game. Because I'm not good. I'm not good at sneaky sneak. I'm terrible. That game wants you to sneaky sneak everywhere. I'm not good at it. But if I'm like, I give her the 50 cal. I mean, it's true. She can just straight blow people, like just blow their heads off, like easily. Stop.
All right, Baxter, what's up next?
Yeah, you getting more ridiculous. All right, so here we go. Listen. There's been like our Discord kind of got lit up about this. I want to say give this a chance, okay? But this is a hard sell for me. And you wouldn't get it if you've never played the games. People who played it didn't get it, right? So over here from Game Informer, from Leanna, I think I'm saying that right, Leanna Rupert. The Borderlands movie has officially cast Kevin Hart as Roland.
Man.
Huh. Okay. I mean, look.
Look, The Rock is busy, all right? So Rock had to bring in his second string.
The Rock is a perfect choice for this.
But he's busy.
Right. And now we just went completely the other way. I love me some Kevin Hart, but no. Yeah, dang. Like I really, really do love Kevin Hart. And there are so many other roles in the Borderlands universe that he would be fucking perfect for. Now, why they're doing Roland, I don't know. So I didn't know Eli Roth was in it. Eli Roth's live-action Borderlands movie under the Lionsgate umbrella.
Yep.
Is set to begin filming here soon in Budapest. And while an official first look is yet to be revealed, we do have one major rumor confirmed to be real. Kevin Hart is confirmed to be playing Roland in the upcoming Borderlands movie alongside Cate Blanchett as Lilith, which is also a very strange casting as well. I don't know why Cate Blanchett is a Lilith. Again, other great characters she could portray. But Lilith, it's hard for me to picture that. Now, I'm not a diehard Borderlands fan. I love the game, right? But it's it's not on RE levels of fandom for me. But I think the games are fun. I have a great time. Played them a couple of times, each one. I mean, we even for a long time it dominated our streams here. We were playing it over and over again, especially when Borderlands 3 came out. But this is difficult for me. The confirmation comes by way of the Hollywood Reporter solidifying early rumors of Hart's role in the film. His involvement was previously confirmed, but who he was cast as was a mystery until now. For those that may be unfamiliar with the Borderlands franchise, Roland is a highly skilled soldier from Promethea, trained to the nines by the Atlas Corporation. Roland is definitely somebody you don't want to mess with, especially with his infinity for toys, his deadly Scorpio. No, Scorpio, excuse me, turret. So we don't know who else is cast in this movie. Wasn't she hella? She could do it. She could pass for 30. I mean,
she was hella a wasted character, but she was hella.
Yeah, it was. That's a
hella fine.
I know
that woman.
Right.
Kate Blanchett. She fit, and she does have some comedy chops. So I think she can. I think she can do it. I don't have any skin in the game with this Borderlands movie because the only Borderlands movie that I have played to completion is the Tale from Borderlands from Telltale.
Amen.
Trex is like, same girl.
Yeah. But as for Hart, I don't know. Eli Roth, he's a twisted dude. So like I can almost imagine what is going on in his head right now I'm trying to imagine his reasoning for casting Kevin Hart as Roland. And I'm only basing it on the picture here and off the brief character description in this article, but methinks they're going to make a Kevin Hart who is a badass funny man. Now we've only seen the bumbling action person who is very short compared to The Rock, but maybe on his own he can hold himself up as an action hero.
He's going to die in the first 5 minutes of the movie.
No, he's not. Ras says, all I know is this. They need to bring back Damian Clark to replace Handsome Jack. That's good. I don't know if Handsome Jack will be in this movie, Raph. But I mean, that'd be cool. Well, I don't know. I think they might put Handsome Jack in this movie. I think they might do that just because of how popular the character is.
I mean, isn't he like the whole premise of it?
Of 2, not of the first one.
What the hell's the premise of the first one? Just introducing the whole planet? Actually treasure hunting?
Yeah, it's actually about getting yourself to the first vault.
Oh.
Second one, much, much, much better than the first. And honestly, second one, it's a little bit better than the third, if I'm being honest. Dan says, Kevin is terrible casting, though. A tall, buff, deep voice guy can't be played by a short, tiny dude with a high-pitched voice. That's
accurate, but like I said, Eli Roth is one of those twisted dudes who will subvert where he wants to. He will do it.
It could be all CGI too, so
that's true.
Just Kevin's face on a CGI body.
That's true. We also don't know what this movie is going to look like, so it could actually be that they could go like a stylized, like animated live action combination.
You mean like with a Scanner Darkly or something like that?
Yes,
exactly.
They could, but like specific, like they're only, well, I mean, I guess they could still have location, like on location stuff, but right now it's specifically saying live action and that they're filming in Budapest. So I don't know where the animation would fit in unless they did something else.
Raph says, first one is kind of preventing Atlas Corp from opening a vault and opening it yourself. Gotcha. Armin said, get Robert Downey Jr. to play him.
Ooh.
Hey, that's enough. That's enough. Aaron said, "Sup, we says, hey, Aaron, how are you?" Let's see. Denny Roth. Denny says Eli Roth has mental issues, which explains Hostel. Yo, there's very few horror movies that really fucked me up. Hostel 2 really fucked me up. So yeah, I agree with you, Denny.
Lady with the scythe.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
this dude. I'll never forget it. I'll never forget it in my whole
Never
life. Aaron said, "Matt, take Eli Roth just sucks as director." Whoa, all right, take it easy. Let him live, Aaron. David, I mean, I was wrong, and most people were wrong about the casting of Heath Ledger's The Joker. That's very true. I mean, it's one of the most iconic roles in at this point in cinema history. So I'm willing to see what happens, but just the news itself sounds like a terrible, terrible choice. Kevin Hart and Stiltsy could be rolling easily. I mean, that's fair. And there are ways of like filming this movie where you could make Kevin appear taller than he is. Like they do it all the time.
They shrunk Hugh Jackman to play Wolverine.
Yeah, they do it all the time especially to make like actors meet the same height. They do it all the time. So I can't think of anyone for Morty. Yeah, I don't know, dude. It's like I didn't specifically mention as a director. What? I'm sorry, I missed that, Aaron. Yeah, there you go. We got Kevin Hart as confirmed, fully confirmed, no rumored as Roland. So take it as you will. Again, I'm all about giving things a chance before we shun them. So I'm gonna watch this movie and then judge it afterwards. Like a lot of people did not like the first Valiant movie out of the gate. I really enjoyed it. Even with Vin Diesel at the helm. I really like Bloodshot a lot.
Movie?
The Bloodshot movie.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought I watched it.
It was good. Afraid. The only thing I didn't like about the Bloodshot movie was the fact that he wasn't like that pale white the entire time. For me, it's like the
iconic image.
Right, exactly. It happened at the very end, and like it's only because he exhorted using his nanomachines, and that's what did it. And but
it definitely sounds like it's a real true origin, but we definitely could have gotten him to have the full nanites gray skin much fucking quicker.
Yes,
like maybe from the beginning instead of like the very freaking end.
And it didn't stick. And the movie looked normal. I was like, oh, so this is like only thing that happens like when you really use your. This pissed me off. No.
I mean, I'm going to derail the conversation for a little bit, but like speaking of movies where the expectation that you had for that you've been waiting for that happens only at the end. There's this movie that I have classified as the baseline for all terrible sci-fi movies, and that is Skyline. It was a terrible, awful fuck of a movie, but they managed to create a whole trilogy out of that terrible movie, and it's purely based off of what happens at the end and in the credits when the main character becomes a huge badass. Basing off of that, they made a trilogy, and the Skyline movies, while still B-movie material, has gotten better, and that is my soapbox for this week.
Wait, Skyline had sequels?
Skyline has sequels. The second one is on Netflix right now, and the third one, the final one, just came out last year, and it looks decent. I'm like the second movie I actually watched. It was literally just like two movies. Like they made one movie for like half. Yeah, it was actually like literally split down the middle, but it happened to be the same movie. So you're in one setting where you're in the ship. You spend the whole first half of the movie in the ship, like with these group of characters trying to get out. And then you spend the second half of the movie in Indonesia or somewhere like that, where two characters from the raid, like you meet two actors from the raid too, and they join the fight. And then It was good. I didn't hate it as much as I hated the first one.
Wait, is this the
Is
movie?
that Tony Jaa?
Is this the movie
no,
where?
not Tony Jaa. The
Is
other
this
guy.
movie where like at the end they're like inside the alien ship and like there's a woman and like her man gets like his brain like cut out of his body
Mhm.
and put into an alien?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, this is a whole movie, right? What?
Yeah,
It's a whole movie.
yeah. Skyline was and yeah, this is where we are right now, folks. Skyline was 2010. Beyond Skyline was 2017, and then Skylines is 2020.
Yeah. The guy that you mistook for Tony Jaa is Iko Uwais, but he was the main character in the raid too.
He was also
Beyond-
wasn't he also in The Protector on Netflix too?
That's no, that's Tony Jaa.
I have to watch these sequels. This is good.
Yeah, I definitely saw Crossbones. The guy who plays Crossbones. I just saw him in that. Like,
Yeah. Frank Grillo is the main character of Beyond Skyline.
He's a good guy.
Now I'm intrigued. RA movies only a trilogy? No, because the third one was pretty terrible. So I wouldn't do that. There's like 7 of them, I think, right? 6 or 7. They all blur together for me at this point.
All right, Maxter, what's up next?
Sorry, the movie report. Okay, I'm excited about this next one. I really am. So on the cusp of the Battlefront 2, or excuse me, Battlefront 3 announcement from last week, it seems like over from an article from IGN, right, by Adam Bankhurst, I said that right, a Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic game, not the MMO, a Knights of the Old Republic game is reportedly in development without EA and BioWare. So it seems like EA's like exclusive contract, right, ends in 2 years.
I only really produced one game.
Right, and so I think what's happening, it's rumor, yes, it's a rumor. That's right, Aaron, thank you. Is like these games are already being developed, right, and going to release once that contract's up, they can start putting them out. I think that's what we're getting glimpses of here with these announcements of these games. A new Star Wars Knights of the Republic game is reportedly in the works, and it's not being developed by EA and BioWare, the studio behind the original game. As reported by VGC, the last rumor comes courtesy of credited Star Wars insider Bespin Bulletin, who spoke on a recent BOB the podcast episode about this project that is said to be in development outside of EA and that will never guess who the studio is that's making this game. Amongst my digging, I heard that there is a Knights of the Republic project in development somewhere, Bespin Bulletin said. I talked to a couple of people and also found out that Jason Schreier said that it's not with EA and will never guess who the studio is that's making the game. Bloomberg's Jason Schreier, it's not Bloomberg's Jason Schreier, I'm sorry, excuse me, has previously spoken of potential KOTOR project. He has. I think we've actually talked about that here before, both on Recent Air and Twitter, and his words echo Bespin Bulletin's comments, right? So normally when you have 2 rumors from 2 different sources, there's generally some kind of truth behind it. Furthermore, Washu Studios' Nate Najati, I probably butchered that, I'm sorry, also took to Recent Air in response to this, says it's not as mysterious as you think. It's just not a household name most people are aware of. There have been previous rumors of a Knights of the Republic remake being in the works of EA, and that it would take elements of the first KOTOR Knights of the Republic to the Sith Lords and retool the 2 stories to make them fit in current canon. And it's unclear whether that is the discussed project that has since been taken away from EA or if it is an entirely new story. I have a feeling that is exactly what it is, right? I have a feeling that that's exactly what's happening. Is there's especially in the Mandalorian and the end of the Clone Wars, there's so much reference to this era that I think that this is soon going to be the main focus of Star Wars. It's the Old Republic era. I think we're going to see movies. I think we're going to see games, and they're just going to tell their own stories in that universe. And it's going to have similar beats, sort of like we're seeing with the Mandalorian and things like that. It's going to have Revan. There's going to be a war between the Mandalorians and the Jedi, and that whole thing's going to exist. we might see things a little. I mean, they even had the damn home planet of the Jedi, where you start in the Old Republic if you pick a Jedi character, right? Like that was featured in the new season of Mandalorian. I think it's all going to eventually tie together, and like everybody, this is a famed series, right? That you rarely meet someone that didn't like KOTOR. It's a shame that it's not being done by BioWare though, but like. If I'm being honest, BioWare isn't being held in the highest regards these days, unfortunately, since Mass Effect Andromeda got the reaction that it did. I, of course, enjoyed it. We all know that, but a lot of people didn't. And so that I can see why there would be a shift. They're already working on the Republic and the Mass Effect trilogy. And also the BioWare also did this other game that we don't really talk about much anymore.
Don't.
What?
Don't.
Yeah, so it's different. And Stevie B, do you have the Black Series Mandalorian figure with a child? Yeah, I camped out in front of fucking Target to get it because of these damn resales. I'm not even making it up. I was at Target at like 6:30 in the morning, freezing my fucking balls off to get this damn Mandalorian figure with the child because it looks so badass.
He has a name.
Grogu,
excuse me. Well, that's the
so anticlimactic of a name.
I know.
What game can you sing the anthem of that game?
I hate you, Lord. I so hate you. Where's the ban button?
I get it.
Oh,
it's the anthem of my dying day, son of a bitch.
I forgot. I even had a friend who was on that game, and I forgot that it existed.
Yeah. Oh man. We're supposed to be getting some kind of like epic revival, but we'll see.
Everyone's pretty much given up on that.
Not everybody can be No Man's Sky.
That's true. It's very true. It's very true. Not everyone can be No Man's Sky. I thought it was Baby Yoda. No, that's just what people were calling him before they knew his actual name.
They're still not.
So Baby Yoda was like the general public's name for it. The official name before he was named on the show that Disney called him, like the season 1, was the child, right? That's what they named.
Yeah.
But now he has a name. It's called Grogu. Okay. Grogu Yoda, then I don't care. That's fine, Aaron. You asked the question, and I answered it. What do you want from me? You're coming at me like I'm Captain Correct over here. I was just responding to what you said. Sorry.
But I mean, going back to the Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic thing, I was just while you were talking, I was like looking up Amy Hennig's LinkedIn account. I was like, where's she been lately? But,
how is she? No,
doing? She's the president of New Media Division in Skydance. She started in September 2019, according to this profile. I mean, and Skydance was behind the Spy Kids thing, I think. So, she has left the world of video games for now, it seems. Oh. Which I don't blame her. She got thoroughly boned last time.
What we should do is take our GameStop stock, sell it, and create our own studio and get her on board.
There's so many people like rich as fuck overnight today. just like because I mean, who the fuck is gonna buy GameStop stock? You're like, I'm not buying that shit.
I put one whole dollar into the GameStop stock.
And you got that one person that gets made fun of for having like $50, and they wake up this morning with like $30K. It don't make any sense. I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly from when I worked there, I'm not 100% sure, but I think there was an option for employees to get market share. So there might be some employees out there that are like, fuck this job, I'm out. So it's weird.
They shot themselves in the foot with that one.
I know. Do we know Yoda and Grogu's race? No, that's still not a thing. Like at the end of the first season, like I gotta take him to his people. I thought he meant his race, but then it was like, oh, the Jedi, duh. I was like, That makes way more sense. Aaron, you want to seem really? No, let's not start. Let's not start that shit tonight. All right? Can we just look? We're coming. We're on the latter end of this of the game report. Can we not start the Stevie B yelling situation? I'd appreciate that. Okay. So there we go. I think that this rumor for me is certified fresh. I'm stealing the Rotten Tomatoes. I think there's hardcore truth to this, and I think that once that EA contract is up, we'll still see Star Wars games from EA, but like it'll blow up into something. We'll get stuff from here and there. What do you say?
Let's just not and say we didn't.
What? What are you talking about?
No more EA Star Wars games. The only thing they have is literally Star Wars: The Old Republic. And I will say, because that has to be an honorable mention when it comes to the Star Wars stuff, Star Wars Battlefront 2 for free on the Epic Game Store. What was it? 5 million new players?
It was way more. It was way more than that. I think it was like 22.
Oh my god!
Yeah, I think I think it was double digits at least. For some reason I think it was the 20ish. I don't remember 100%. I also don't forget. They also made Jedi Fallen Order, which was one of EA's best.
I'm sorry, they made 2 Star Wars games. Thanks, EA.
Yeah, I mean, but Jedi Fallen Order was one of the best games that they put out in a long time. Just EA in general. Although EA, let's be fair, didn't have that much to do with it themselves. They just published it. They didn't make it.
Yeah, they're just a publisher. Really bad publisher.
That's right. This is George Lucas has said he never wanted Yoda's race to be revealed. I hope there was a clause as he purchased the Star Wars to keep that secret forever. That's true. Why didn't Lucas want to reveal it? He wanted to keep it like a secret. He just didn't want anybody to know, because it was unique. And then he put another one of the Yodas in Episode 1 that we never heard of again. He wanted Yoda to be shot in mystery. That's right. I thought they didn't want to follow what Lucas said. Well, they're kind of backtracking on that here recently because they're going back to. They're bringing Lucas in on some, some tips, and Lucas is like, "Well, you should do this, this, and this," and they start doing it, with Favreau, and all of a sudden it's like people are like, "Oh, this shit's great." So I don't know, we'll see.
All right,
sorry,
I'll get on this one.
Oh, here we go, boys.
Boy.
So coming over here from Forbes, which is 2 out of my 4 free articles this month. So thanks, Forbes. Coming over here from my boy Paul Tassi. I'm
sorry, good.
It was the 2 out of 4 free articles, right?
I did it too.
We can't cover a lot of Paul's. I'm going to have to go by Paul's tweets or something, or have someone read it for me.
I was about to say I have it. I can see it.
Well, I can see it as well, but this is my 2 out of the 4 articles from Forbes. For free, before I have to sub up and read Forbes. So, good job, Forbes. You have an actual gamer who writes your articles I really want to read, so you may get my money if it immediately goes to Paul only.
Incognito mode.
Show off.
Go on.
A warning about a Cyberpunk 2077 patch 1.1 game-breaking bug. Man, the hits just keep on coming, CD Projekt Red. Woo! Now, as a person who has dealt with patches many times in my MMORPG genre, yes.
This is not an MMO, though!
I got nothing for you, bro.
It's a single player game.
Oh my god, your face went red.
I'm sorry. It's like we keep treating this game like it's an MMO. Like stuff comes out, breaks the game in MMOs all the time. Sure, it happens constantly, right? And then we fix it. But this is a single player game, Trex. It's not the same. It's not the same at all. It's different. Sorry.
It's the same, but different, but still same. So the new 1.1 patch did fix a lot of stuff. Thank you for that. But it also introduced a new game-breaking bug that occurs in a main quest line that is tough to avoid.
Oh.
So CD Projekt Red are still working on a fix to get it done, but it's been reportedly reloading saves does not fix this either. And even if you reload an older save, if you get back to this point, it will still happen. So this effectively halts all progress in the game.
That's a fundamental code issue.
Yeah.
The whole game is a fundamental code.
Fucking lurker, your system rolls a natural 1.
It's dead, Jim. It's dead. It rolled a natural 1. It's dead.
The hours of the issue is classic MMO update though. Update no breaks completely something. Yeah, I mean I agree, but like, I just feel like it shouldn't have to happen here. It just shouldn't. It never, especially not this late in the fight. At this point, I'm fucking with Denny at this point, and I know I can't believe I'm saying that. I cannot believe I'm saying this, but I'm actually with Denny. I'm just gonna fucking wait until like the end of the year when the patch update comes out. Fucking play it then. Like, even though I bought it on release day, hoping that it'd be good, I'm just gonna wait for Denny.
Between release and this patch, you should have beaten the game. If you haven't, you're gonna have to wait till the end of the year.
That's right.
But CD Projekt Red support has come up with what they say is a temporary fix / workaround of the issue before it's actually fixed in full. Paul goes over the steps. You can probably find these steps over in the in the Cyberpunk 2077 subreddit, but I'm not going to go into it. But yeah, so that is literally the game-breaking bug that will stop your immediate progression. So hopefully you can get a lot of side quests done until CD Projekt Red comes and fixes your main story quest line.
I watched a streamer the other day. Both Takamura and Judy followed him throughout the stream. That's a big bug in the game where NPCs just start following you around for no reason.
Yeah.
It's fucking wild. That's wild. All right. This last thing we're going to talk about, we're going to keep it completely unbiased, and we're going to give it to Christina to talk about. Okay. All right. We're going to keep this. Yes, we're going to give it to. Listen. We're going to keep it unbiased. I'm sure you heard about this when it first happened, right? And it was a big deal on the Discord. We had a lot of fights about it on Discord, and then we had some more fights about it with some shit. So look, we're going to try to we're going to try to keep it even here, okay?
Okay.
Take it away.
Hang on, because I think
hold on. First off, I think you're skipping one.
Wait. Are we talking about the Bloomberg article or?
Oh, did I skip one? I'm sorry.
You skipped Jason's tweet.
Oh, my bad. Okay, there's just a preview.
Either way, guns loaded, man. Come on.
Some preview things to come. Trex, let's hear about what's going on with Blizzard from you.
So Jason Schreier, J-Dog, Bloomberg, J-Dog. It's been announced that Blizzard has said that it is absorbing Vicarious Visions. But of course, that's the big news, that Blizzard Activision has said that they're going to be absorbing. They're going to be taking Vicarious Visions and like, hey, you're a cool game studio. Why don't you join us? Oh, sure thing. We're going to keep working. No. Sure thing. You're not going to make games anymore. You're going to become part of us. You're not even going to exist anymore. Wait, what? So Blizzard Activision is absorbing Vicarious Visions, and Vicarious Visions is no longer going to be making games. Instead, they're going to be helping Blizzard change their fuck ups and actually produce a worthy game. And if you don't know Vicarious Visions, please understand they have a small resume, small portfolio, but by God, is it amazing? They gave us the Crash Bandicoot remake.
Oh, that's true.
Oh,
that's right.
They gave us Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1+2.
Look, Trex doesn't buy very many games like that. He bought that shit.
Bought it.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, like I often forget that other studios are responsible for the remakes.
Yeah.
And Vicarious Visions was one of them.
The Tony Hawk game is pristine. It should be literally the pinnacle, the blueprint of how to do a remake. It is by far so amazing. And here comes Blizzard Activision taking all that shit. So they're going to be working on Blizzard stuff. Overwatch 2. You're welcome. But Jason Schreier came over here on the Twitter because, J-Dog knows what's up.
J-Dog?
So of course they're absorbing Vicarious Visions, but what it doesn't say is that VV has been working on a Diablo 2 remake. Okay,
Yes.
they've already been working on a Diablo 2 remake because apparently that's what people want.
Apparently.
Team 1, which is Blizzard's classic team, the team that's been really working on World of Warcraft Classic, was quietly dismantled last fall. What the fuck? And then some news from him, new for me, including some insight on the Warcraft 3 Reforged. So they're breaking up a studio to fill in slots for a team that they broke up.
I don't even know what I can't even put that together. I need a board with some string.
Yeah, it's like it's so insane. So even more from Jason, just real fast. Blizzard's Team 1 was responsible for StarCraft 2, Heroes of the Storm, StarCraft Remastered, and Warcraft 3 Reforged, which was the product of surprise unrealistic deadlines created by financial pressures. Its next project was going to be the Diablo 2 remake. Last year, Blizzard pulled the D2 remake from Team 1 and gave it to Team 3, the Diablo 4 team, which is now overseeing and working with Vicarious Visions on the project. One quick bit of clarification. Team 1 and the Classic team used to be separate entities, but when Classic team took over support for StarCraft 2, Heroes of the Storm, 2018 or so, they became known as Team 1, and they're now gone. And please understand, like, I even think Heroes of the Storm is basically right there on the edge of going away. I haven't heard any new information about it. And also at the same time, with it being now 2021, we didn't get a BlizzCon last year because of COVID. We understand. So Blizzard is still supposed to give us a BlizzCon virtual edition this year. I'm not sure of the date because I can't really remember, but I know it hasn't happened yet because, of course, it's only January. So
damn, Raph's salty. I kind of stopped caring about Activision after they shat on High Moon Studios and said, you guys go help Bungie instead of making a third title and perhaps the most popular Transformers game franchise ever. Agreed.
Yeah, it really is just terrible when Vicarious Visions literally had 2 Grand Slam victories when it comes to game development. Crash Bandicoot, everyone loved it on PlayStation. It was a great addition to the whole franchise for it. I mean, they basically rebooted the franchise. And here comes all of a sudden did a fantastic remake for, yes, one of my favorite classics of Tony Hawk 1 and 2. And so Blizzard Activision, like, you guys do good work. Come work for us. You're going away. So I'm truly in the salt mines right now with this whole decision. And
salt mines, that's right. Get salty.
So I really do hope the developers of Vicarious Visions are all stay together. They're still working out, and I hope they have jobs. Congratulations. And I hope that your home over at Blizzard Activision works out well and you're able to produce stuff. But please understand, they fucking suck. I completely blame Activision on this, and just good luck.
Yeah. It seems like everybody has made the comment that you guys have phones. Yes, this will go down in infamy over there, Activision Blizzard. Aaron says, does Blizzard do good? Because I only hear of them doing bad things. Raph says they used to, and that is like the perfect response to that.
It's when they were purchased by Activision that Blizzard came from being an entertainment studio doing pretty well, still a little shitty, but still doing pretty well, and then Activision came in with their money, bought them, kind of combined, and Activision just really didn't understand what it wanted to do as a publisher. Instead of letting Blizzard really just be the developer and publisher, Activision didn't know what it wanted to do, so they just kind of put its foot in its mouth and messed with the whole system. And Blizzard has really just been down the hole the entire trip. And Activision has really no choice but to really try and be on Blizzard's back and being carried. And because of it, Blizzard's just fucking up everywhere.
That's right. Jane said Blizzard was amazing before Activision. We all 100% agree. So there you go.
Okay, go to the controversy. Go ahead.
There you go.
Okay. So I'm getting to, like, I was reading up on this, and I'm just now understanding why you guys think this is a controversy. So, because again, I have no skin in the game on this one. But, so on newsxbox.com, they come out with their post saying, no changes to Xbox Live Gold pricing, free-to-play games to be unlocked. Update. You guys want me to read the original post and then the update, or?
Right, yeah, so that was what it was changed. So read the original and then
All
what
right.
they...
Okay, so here's what they said originally. Since we launched Xbox Live 18 years ago, we've been working to make it the most advanced multiplayer network available for the greatest community of gamers, and there are a lot of you. Millions of people come together on Xbox to play with friends and discover great games. We invest in our community by strengthening the digital safety of our players, enabling new ways to share, communicate, and play with your friends, and delivering industry-leading reliability across your network, blah, blah, blah. Periodically, we assess the value and pricing of our services to reflect changes in regional marketplaces and to continue to invest in the Xbox community. We'll be making price adjustments for Xbox Live Gold in select markets. In many markets, the price of Xbox Live Gold has not changed for years, and in some markets, it has changed. It hasn't changed for over 10 years. So what does this mean for you? If you are an existing online 12-month or 6-month Xbox Live Gold member, there is no price change. If you choose to renew your membership, it will renew at your current price. The crossed out bullet point originally says the price of 1 month gold membership is increasing $1 USD, and the price of a 3-month membership is increasing $5 USD, or the equivalent amount of your local market. That's what's crossed out right now. The next bullet point says, if you'd like to upgrade your gold membership to Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, your remaining gold time will also convert directly to Ultimate for up to 36 months. For example, if you have 11 months of Xbox Live Gold now and you upgrade to Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, those 11 months convert to 11 months of Ultimate at no additional cost. Members have already been notified in some regions. If you're in a region where prices are being adjusted, you will receive an email and a message center notification over the next month letting you know of the change. And this is another crossed out sentence going forward. New pricing will be 1 month, $10.99, 3 months, $29.99, 6 months, $59.99, or your local market equivalent. That's what's crossed out. And so the update, as of January 22nd, they post something else saying, we messed up today, and you were right to let us know. Connecting and playing with friends is a vital part. As a result, we have decided not to change the Xbox Live Gold pricing. We're turning this moment into an opportunity to bring Xbox Live more in line with how we see the player at the center of their experience. For free-to-play games, you will no longer need Xbox Live Gold membership to play those games on Xbox. We are working hard to deliver this change as soon as possible in the coming months. If you are an Xbox Live Gold member already, you stay at your current price for the renewal. New and existing members can continue to enjoy Xbox Live Gold for the same prices they pay today. In the U.S., it's $9.99 for 1 month, $24.99 for 3 months, $39.99 for 6 months, and $59.99 for retail 12 months. Wow.
Yeah, so this announcement did not go over well with the fan base, right?
I can imagine, yeah.
It's not going well, right? It didn't bother me much because I'm subscribed to Game Pass, but it's essentially is what the move was to try to get everyone in Game Pass. I think that's just my opinion, right? This is not good, obviously, right? It's not good, but they reacted and even made it better, right? But we don't see that, though, do we, right? God forbid a company take into account the way the general public reacts to its decisions, doesn't lie to them like Jim Ryan, okay? And then and then even makes it better, right?
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that at all.
I mean, I actually thought that they were going to phase out Xbox Live.
That's what we
just,
all
like-
thought.
Yeah, we did, and then they dropped this shit.
Yeah.
Not by its news.
But
Okay.
I
I'm
mean,
not saying that, Ralph Prime.
I guess the Xbox Live or the free to play games you no longer need. Does that mean? Because from what I understand, you needed both memberships to get the free to play games. So now you can have one or the other to play the free to play.
That was a big issue because, as an example, DC Universe Online is one of those games that we have the free to play model, and we also have a subscription model that, of course, people are going to sub up to an MMO. Players on Xbox were very dwindling for the fact that, one, you had to play a multiplayer game, you require Xbox Live. Well, there is, I'll just say that's $10 a month right there if you're just doing it monthly. And then if you want to do DCUO and you want to be a sub, well, that's $15 that goes to them. So already you're looking at $25 a month just to play on the console for technically a free-to-play game. And even with this, again, subscription model, it's still a free-to-play game. But now with the free-to-play option now available for Xbox, that you don't need gold to play free-to-play, I think this is going to be huge for those free-to-play games on Xbox. At the same time, I think that this is definitely a good move to, quote-unquote, bring Final Fantasy 14 to Xbox now that that's over.
You just took my thunder!
I absolutely did.
So
Absolutely did. But I take that thunder. I take that thunder by also kind of stuff it up a bit because, again, Microsoft will still have this caveat that it wants that game on their servers because Xbox wants to control crossplay. PlayStation doesn't want it at all.
So let me get this straight. So, okay, so we already established that you can have free-to-play games when you have either the Xbox Live Gold subscription or if you have the Game Pass. That is where we are right now, right?
Yes.
You can have either or and not both. Because from what I understood it, you can have the regular Game Pass, but you had to have the Ultimate Game Pass to be able to access those Xbox Gold perks.
Well, Xbox Live Gold is really just the online service to play multiplayer games.
Gotcha.
On their service.
Gotcha. Okay, so but now you can have one or the other, but not be beholden to having to pay for both.
Exactly. So now I can actually go on my Xbox and log into DCUO and not pay a single fucking dime on the game or the service, and I can just play a free-to-play game just like I do on PlayStation. I don't require a PSN Live account. I don't have to have that monthly service because it's a free-to-play game. I just log in and go. Xbox is now going that route, which is fucking finally.
Yeah, finally then.
Right. Dumb that you had to. I mean, I agree.
Yeah.
They said there's free to play. Nothing about sub-based game. 14 could still require gold. All right, hold on. God damn it, Raph. You always got to find some kind of fucking speculation, right? You got to find something. If DCO is free, then so will Final Fantasy 14. All right, that's enough. That's enough. So that's enough. This was for stuff like Fortnite. I mean, I think it's also continuing DCO as well. I don't see why it wouldn't.
Yeah, it's for any free-to-play game. I mean, it definitely will help out Fortnite greatly in that regard.
Yeah,
but at the same time,
right?
if people are playing Fortnite on Xbox Live, those motherfuckers are already part of Xbox Live Gold anyways.
That's true.
Yeah.
I mean, that is already a free-to-play game. But even when the original announcement happened, I messaged Stevie B immediately. I'm like, bro, sticker shock. And did the math, and then he was like, yeah, they're probably pushing people to get the Xbox Game Pass. I'm like, wait, Xbox Game Pass comes with gold? And I'm like, oh, wait, it does.
Yeah.
I'm just on PC, not on my console, so I pay for a system. I pay for a feature that I don't want. So again, I really want Xbox Game Pass on PC to be $10. Just take my $5 out because I don't play Xbox Live Gold. I don't want the service. Anyway, that.
They weren't thinking DCO or 14. It was. Oh, I didn't. I'm sorry. I didn't know you were on the fucking board at Xbox, Denny. I didn't realize you were fucking part of the teams meeting where it was discussed. I didn't know that, Denny. I'm sorry. Next time, send me an invite.
I didn't see him on the Slack messages. I didn't see him there. Taylor Swift constantly has kids coming into GameStop to buy month-to-month subs to gold. Okay, they could be switching out for porno for all you know. Who fucking cares?
I see the people who do it. That doesn't mean other people don't exist.
No, Lurker. DCO on the Switch does not require the online subscription. So Xbox was literally the only platform for DCO that was like, you have to pay to play multiplayer games. Like, middle finger to that. So hopefully this actually brings the Xbox community together. But,
right.
Like I said,
PS was the other thing. Didn't they do the same thing? They did the same thing.
What, Nintendo?
No. Well, them too. But PlayStation Plus.
You don't need PlayStation Plus. That's what I was looking at. PlayStation Plus. You don't need PlayStation Plus to play free-to-play games.
Oh. Well, shit.
That was like a great thing PlayStation like out the gate said. It's like, yeah, you don't have to pay for that. Like, yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, all right then.
Yes, they do. No, they don't. I play DCO without a PS Plus account.
No, I think Raph's responding to Denny. He says they don't exist as in like the Xbox DCO players, which they do exist.
Yeah.
Of course, there's nowhere near, not even close to the amount of people that play Fortnite. I mean, that's obvious.
The chat is barreling into they're fast barreling into a misunderstanding.
Yeah. So I too was in that realm of the sticker shock for this. I mean, again, we saw the 12-month option go away months ago, and which definitely led us into our speculation that, yeah, time to get rid of Xbox Live Gold, or literally blend it in with an existing system, Game Pass. So, but I also wasn't really prepared for that real price hike either. But even I will agree with Stevie. It's like, yeah, they're probably pushing people to do Xbox Game Pass. I'm like, I mean, really, yeah, I can definitely see that. You're paying Xbox Live Gold these prices where you can really just get Xbox Live Gold for $15 a month and get more. You get more bang for that buck. But again, if more or less like an a la carte method at that point, it's like if you don't want the Xbox Game Pass, which would be fucking weird, but you just want the service itself, again, fucking weird, then you have those options. I am happy to see that the $60 12-month thing came back. But there's a little bit of that conspiracy theorist in my back of the brain too. It's like, you really planned this out how you were going to do this. You just wanted to produce that free-to-play announcement, have a little bit more weight to it. But at the same time, it's like, look, they announced something, players were pissed about it, and even fucking Phil Spencer said, yeah, we made a mistake. We're fixing it right now. And you know what? We'll do a little extra too. So, I mean, we can always look at the negatives and the conspiracy theories behind it, but I mean, if anything, shouldn't we look at the optimism and the positive for it too?
Yeah, I mean, of course, always. But
now
yeah, I think they had one of those ideas that sounded good to them on paper, but in execution, it was like, whoa, maybe we're doing it bad here, which I can relate to because that happened. Not this in particular, but a good idea, like something that was a good idea on paper, but not in execution, happened in the office, and everyone freaked out. But so I can understand something like this happening.
Anthony Wildtruck's Judge Munchel. I said yes. Yes, he does. He judges a lot. Ref said Trex not just that. Think about Amazon sales that day after they announced it. I will say that I do have a little bit. I'm a conspiracy theory guy, and I did think that like this was the plan all along. But they're like, let's try to sell some fucking cards right quick before we make this.
Let me say this now. You can say that I don't got my head up Phil's ass. It's like, well, cool deal, dude. I mean, you're up Jim's ass. Like, how fucking different is this? It's a guy that runs a company, dude who obviously knows the mistake was made, and at least he's upfront about it, Like, fuck. God forbid we want our executives to come out publicly and say, oh, we made a mistake, let's go ahead and change it, and then we're going to chastise them for like, oh yeah, fucking this is all fucking greed, don't worry about it. I'm like, yeah, it's fucking greed, it's a fucking business. So how about you move your head off of Jim's and so you actually listen to the issues? Xbox is actually right here literally saying they made a mistake. We could put conspiracy theories all around it, but guess what? Jim makes fucking mistakes too. And when Jim comes out and says something that they made a mistake and will apologize for it, I'll fucking praise him too, because that was a fucking good thing to do. But like, fuck. I don't give a shit about the console wars right now. Guess who's doing a fucking better business model right now?
Sassy, the both of you.
Both of you? What do you mean?
No, not Stevie.
Oh, Raph. Yeah. I just sit back and let it happen. I just throw my hands up.
It makes me love my laptop even more. Like, yeah, it feels good to be a PC player right now.
See, he's ruined two things. I was gonna make the 14 thing, and I was gonna make a smart ass comment that says, "You won't ever see Jim Ryan apologizing like that," and now it's like I've lost that too.
Where's my goddamn popcorn? I mean,
sassy, very sassy. Yeah, you guys look. we need
three
to
snaps in Z formation.
we have a Stevie Ryan emote. We need to get like a Trex triggered emote, like where I get mad. Like we need both those. It's like I guess we kind of do have the spider Trex one. That's right.
You just need to add triggered to the bottom of that one.
Right. Oh my god.
Oh, I need to make a cartoon of it so we don't have to actually take. We need like an illustration of this so we don't actually have to take that guy's image. But
it's literally just my head bouncing back and forth with triggered just underneath.
Oh man,
I will make a cartoon.
Do it. It'll be perfect. Dodge. That pretty much sums up the game report.
Yeah.
Look, I just it goes off the rails sometimes, but we will always bring it back together. Listen, okay? It's obvious that no one was okay with the price changes because first off, they were so fucking drastic it didn't make any sense, right? Not even I was okay. Not what? You're okay with the changes?
I mean, I paid $15 a month for the Xbox Game Pass, so obviously nothing really affected me here.
Well, right, but I mean, it's still not. Oh my god! See, Raph, this is what happens. You trigger his ass, and now we can't have a reasonable discussion anymore because he's just gonna like go against the grain and go against what the fuck you said.
He's gonna double down.
You have my actual evidence in Facebook saying that I had sticker shock. But when you say Xbox Game Pass and reminded me of Xbox Live Gold, I'm like, oh, I pay $15 a month. This doesn't affect me.
Or said fight. Aaron said Trex stop. I don't think we can anymore. It's like a locomotive. We just gotta let them run out of wood. You know what I mean? Like it's just going.
Like, yeah, I'm fine. I can keep going.
Raph said, okay, here we go. Oh, god damn it. Raph said, here's the thing, Trex. You tell Phil to get franchises like God Eater, Trials, Persona, Fairy Tail, any top JRPG on Xbox at the same time as PlayStation. I'll buy a fucking Xbox for a PlayStation. What?
Get a fucking PC.
What is that? Oh, Raph, hold on. I just want to ask a question. The fuck does that got to do with anything we're talking about? Like, I understand the sentiment. Like, that's true. They don't have very many JRPGs on the Xbox. Like, I mean, it's obvious. Like, we're getting the Final Fantasy franchise a little bit, but that's like getting a fucking McDonald's Big Mac, right? It's like basic as fuck. I get it. I totally get it. I understand. Why is Trex so calm and rational until Xbox?
True.
Okay.
Defend my dying breath.
And I don't think that is Xbox mentioned. I think it's like Raph talks some shit and Trex reacts to said shit, and then it's hard to. Then we're off the rails, and then we lose the rails completely, and then we have to go on a quest to find the rails again. This is what happens.
Yeah, and then we have to start playing the penis game, so everyone can be quiet.
Right. It's because Raph. Exactly. See, Armin gets it. oh no. Okay, so what I was trying to say before is like the price gouge obviously was not good.
Yeah.
And they reacted to it. They saw the fan reaction. They reacted to it and said, "We're sorry. Here's a little bit more." You can take it as you will. You think it's bad business practices. You can think, whatever you want to do, right? Like it's how it is. Obviously, I think they reacted in kind. They did a good job. They said, "Our bad. We tried to get one over on you. You guys didn't fall for it." No, I'm not saying that. I don't want to be, but it's not to say that like all these companies try to pull this kind of shit all the time. All right, it's all. We're not going to use the word monopoly here because that's a triggering word around here too. I think I just used it, but it's just how it goes. You're going too well. No wars, Raph. I know exactly. That's so true. So yeah. So they reacted in kind, and look, it's fine now, right? Everything's good. They said we're sorry, our bad. Here's a fix. They apologize for it and move on. You can accept their apology or not. I choose to accept it. Trex didn't ever think he was wronged in the first place, and Christina didn't give a fuck. So there you go.
I literally don't give a fuck. That's probably why they made me read it.
I'm paying $15 a month for a service. I'm perfectly fine.
That's exactly why.
I'm paying $15 a month for a service that I don't even use.
You don't.
You're compromised, Trex. You're compromised.
It is. I got you.
I love the system, but just drop the $5. I don't want to fucking deal with the Xbox Gold.
But yeah.
Oh, all right. So before we get too wild, that's the end of the show. Okay, we're gonna end it here, right? This is the part where we end, and we also tell the YouTube people, if you made it this far, just come fucking watch us live at twitch.tv/nerdsoftheapocalypse every Wednesday at 9:30 p.m. Eastern. If you're on YouTube and you've literally made it through like 2.5 hours, and just come watch us live and join on the conversation, you can trigger Trex just like Raph Prime does. Although I will say that it's 50% what Raph says, 50% the fact that it's Raph. So there you go. So you can attempt to do that, and we have a good time here in the chat. We hang out and we try to include you as much of the conversation as I can. A lot of miscommunication night in the chat. That's fine. We figured it all out, right? And by that I mean I didn't understand what the fuck y'all were saying. But that's just me because I'm stupid. So what do we got coming up? Let's see. Thursday night. Normally don't stream on Thursday nights, but hopefully I can play the Re-Wars beta. Right? Hopefully I can stream it. I'm obviously going to be playing it. So if there's no stream tomorrow, y'all will know why. I'm about 95% confident that I can stream it. For sure. Right? I'm about 95% that it's going to be streamable. I highly doubt. I mean, it's not an alpha. It's a closed beta, and most closed betas can be streamed regardless. So we're going to try that. Hopefully it'll be good. And then Friday, of course, is Final Fantasy Friday. We're going to free company Friday, if you will. We're going to be playing some stuff and things. Raph, I can't remember what we decided we were going to do. We said we decided something. I said, that's cool. Now I've forgotten what we said. I really just show up and Raph Prime says, don't forget we scheduled this. And I go, oh, yeah, that's what we're doing. Baja, that's right. We're doing some Bajas. We're back on the Southern Front, fighting the good fight. On the Baja Southern Front. So yeah, so come hang out. We'll be doing that. I'm also going to be. Aaron has redesigned Raph Prime's house. I have not seen it yet, so we'll start it with a little tour of Raph Prime's new crib that Aaron designed. Aaron, in case a lot of people, if you don't know, Aaron designs amazing houses with this furniture. You give her like $1.5 million gil, and she'll design you a fucking a damn mansion out of a house. Man, look, you're selling yourself short, Aaron. Okay, you're selling yourself short. Stevie, Trex, Christina, yes, Raph. He's referring to all of us now. LOL.
I have no idea what happened.
NotA
me.
memes.
I see
NotA
my
memes?
name in the chat.
You want me to go? NotA memes. What do you got on NotA memes? Let's see. This better be worth it. Game report. That's very accurate. That's very accurate. That's very good. I just hope Ari Village does not have any mutated squirrels because then Stevie B is screwed. Okay, thank you for your input tonight, Dodge. I really appreciate you coming through. Thank you so much. So yeah, and that's what we got going on. And I will have if I'm able to stream the beta, I'll have, and you missed it, I'll have that up on my Resident Evil YouTube channel. I put most of the stuff with you on this channel up on the NotA channel, except for the Resident Evil stuff I put on my Stevie B Resident Evil channel. So check that out. So, Christina, what are you streaming? Where can we find you? And what are you streaming? What's up?
All right, so I'll be streaming on my own channel at Xtina is Ninja right here on Twitch tomorrow, and on Friday I'll be playing the new game, The Medium, and I'll be taking a break Saturday and Sunday, and then I'll be right back on Monday playing more Medium.
Nice.
Which people are saying already that it's kind of like a spiritual successor of Silent Hill. So
what? Really?
Yeah, it was like, uh-oh. When I read that headline, I didn't go any further than the headline. It's like, uh-oh. But yeah.
Well, I guess I'm down the road in that tomorrow. That's on the Game Pass, I think.
It is on the Game Pass.
It will be on the Game Pass.
I'm excited.
So if you have a subscription with Microsoft, you can get it for free.
That's a trigger word. I'm kidding.
But yeah, that'll be me. Twitch.tv/Xtina
Thank you. I was just about to, Raph, you read my mind. I was just about to ask you that. We're gonna add a command for you, so we have all your stuff.
Oh yeah.
There we go. Hey, thank you. Perfect. There you go. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Only console Game Pass, I think, though. Yeah, I'm not sure, to be honest.
I didn't actually check it out, but I already pre-ordered the game on Steam, so that's what I'll be playing it from.
There you go. All right, buddy. Trex, what about you? What are you streaming this weekend or this week? This rest of this week?
I have no clue.
All right.
Medium is going to be on the consoles and on Windows 10 PCs, so it'll be on PC as well.
Okay.
Cool.
No, I don't know what's happening this week. Only really because of work. So Friday night might be a stream. The weekend, it's really just going to be played by ear, just because I have a big week coming on, so I might just need to relax. But I wish I could tell you what I'll be streaming, but you can, of course, find me over on Twitch at twitch.tv/TrexLight, facebook.com/TrexLight, youtube.com/TrexLight, because I believe in branding. And then you can also find me on Twitter at ThisIsTrex, because I don't believe in branding. Or at least I just got the Twitter too late, because someone else took my name, Steven, who tagged the wrong person.
Christina, when we first started doing it, I kept tagging at TrexLight, which is not him. It's just like some random person. I had no idea. And he was like, "Could you have to stop tagging that guy?" I had no idea I was tagging. He's like, "No, I'm at This Is Trex. He took my name before I could make it." I was like, "Oh shit." I just thought it was him. There you go. Yeah.
I don't even know what he does. It bothers me. It's like, how do you have this name? What do you use with it? I have history.
Can we just, I don't know, be friends with that Trex like that? Yeah, we should all mass follow him on Twitter.
Oh, that's a girl?
I
didn't look hard. I'm so sorry for guessing the gender.
Oh, I thought it was a guy. I thought it was. I don't know. You're right.
No,
the last picture I saw was like it was. They were on a boat. That's all I know. Like, oh, you're a boat person.
I'm on a boat and it's going fast and yes, sir.
Got my flippy floppies.
But even though I won't be streaming, you can definitely find me over on the Twitters talking about the GameStop stock, watching it very carefully.
Yeah, it's about to buy some.
I'm on that. I fucking wish at 347 a stock, bro.
Oh my god!
Exactly $1 into that stock.
Yo,
$1.
But Biden's president for like a week, and he's like, "Are these fucking nerds fucking kidding me right now?"
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna talk extensively about what's happening on Wall Street and everything, like with GameStop. But as I was researching it and trying to understand hedge funds, I was like, ugh. So you guys can. IGN, I think, breaks it down pretty well. Every other person breaks it down very well, and I just go to them.
Look, here's the deal. Wall Street is run by big business, okay? It's run by billionaires. It's by bullshit people that try to trick you into investing to make them more money and you less.
Yeah.
Luckily, we have thanks to the power of COVID and the internet and Reddit, we now have the power of the market. So all the games that these folks have actually been doing, we've done ourselves.
Yeah, and I think I like in my mind canon, I like to believe that this is, like a Occupy Wall Street 2.0 and how it should have been done in the first place. But and like Revenge from the 2009 bubble, when a bunch of us graduated into a job market that was just not happening.
Mm-hmm.
Not happening. I was unemployed for a year. And I only happened upon a job that was literally hiring everyone because they just opened and they were desperate for people. So like, revenge, vindication.
Right.
Fuck hedge funds. Fuck them.
So I am definitely not a financial expert. I am learning stock myself right now, and of course buying into it very low and just dipping my toe a little bit. But I am going to say, I'm definitely probably going to throw some stock money over, buy a couple of shares of AMC, because I will say, the movie industry will definitely be coming back. I cannot buy Bojangles stock. I did research that. They are a private-owned company, and they don't have any stocks available. But thanks to Xtina, I did find the KFC stock. So KFC, Pizza Hut, and Taco Bell. If
anyone else is curious, their stock symbol is YUM! !
Well, there you go.
We have fun here.
But also pay attention to the GameStop. What's happening with GameStop is literally breaking every rule of commerce. It's breaking everything that economics really taught these folks about stocking.
I wouldn't say breaking a rule. I mean, basically what's happening right now is a whole bunch of people, especially from the Reddit group, they're turning the short selling scam. Basically, that's what it is. They're turning a gambling thing against the people who literally game the system on Wall Street. So just like the hedge fund guys, the companies, they gamble against certain companies that are, that they're essentially on their way to crashing, and they buy shares, sell it, or try to sell it to people who will buy it at a certain price. Oh, and they're hoping, the hedge fund companies are hoping that it continues to go down in the stock market so they can get a profit and they don't have to pay the people who they sold the shares to. And so basically that's what's happening. They were betting on GameStop to continue to fail. And once people on Reddit got a whiff of that, they're like, oh no, bitch. We're gonna game the system the same way you are and just like jack that shit up so you can lose all your money. Because basically I can't remember the company's name right now, but they just by themselves lost like something around $5 billion because they had to pay out to the people who bought the shares that they sold them to, hoping that they would profit from GameStop's loss. But it went the complete opposite because everyday people who are not hedge fund managers like stuck it right up their ass and gained the system the way they did, and they got their comeuppance. So, I'm not saying that you guys. I mean, these people, in order to maintain putting them on a pike, they need to maintain this momentum, which means to continue putting money towards these companies that they're trying to essentially save and like stick it to the man, literally. But if they don't maintain it, like these are going to expire real soon, like within a couple of days. If they don't maintain what they're doing right now, then it'll just go back to the hedge fund companies who haven't failed yet, basically. So it needs to be maintained. And if it's not, everything will essentially go back down, maybe not to the point where it was before, or maybe it will. That's the fickleness of the stock exchange. But if you're planning on buying huge into these companies right now, I'd say as a credit counselor, I say maybe not do that. Just keep an eye on it. Maybe you can put a couple dollars towards it, but I wouldn't put all of your money because you will most likely lose your shirt and everything else. So
Yeah, the hedge fund was Melvin Capital.
Melvin Capital, that's it. Fuck them. But
Get Melvin.
Yeah, the
Get
subreddit
fucked.
is of course r/Wall Street Bets.
Yeah.
If you want to stay up to date on what's going on with the GameStop stock, at the same time see like the bomb ass memes and gifs,
Bomb.
head over to Wall Street Bets. Like I live here now. This is where, because now I'm looking at one dude who is, I'm not gonna say one of the spearheads of it, but like I'm watching him and it's like, what are you investing in? Because I'm following your fucking suit. Because he's the one who helped started this GameStop trend, and here we are. People selling out their money for thousands, if not millions, of their shares, and walking away bank. Like shit.
Yeah, I mean, if you already invested, I would say it's probably going to be, in the next few days, it'll keep going down probably if it's not being maintained. So I would say sell now. That's what everyone else is saying. But if you want to sell some of it, go ahead. It's your money. But it's
others,
ultimately up to you.
Well, for others, going to take that rocket to the moon.
Don't be surprised. Yeah.
To the moon.
Don't be surprised. Expect the expected and unexpected. Fickle. It's the fickle nature of the stock market. You'll learn.
Actually, I just remembered I wanted to check out the BlackBerry. Ooh, this is actually tempting.
Yeah, BlackBerry, they're pretty steady. They've been steady for a few months. But they're also on a rise.
Wow, oh my god, their 52-week is quite. See, I'm actually fucking using terms. Wow.
Yeah,
I need
he's
to jump
learning
into that shit.
Trex is learning a lot about the stock market right now.
Damn. Because it just happened that we were looking at BlackBerry devices and found out that they were actually coming out with new devices powered by Android for healthcare services. And like, I need to jump in on some of that BlackBerry stock right about now.
Yeah. And then, but my favorite point of I wouldn't say casualty, I would say benefactor of this whole thing that's going on is Blockbuster liquidation company. And it's the liquidation holder, not Blockbuster in general. It's just the liquidation holder. They went from like 0.0014 of a cent to a whole 11 cents. So they they increased their stock, their margin about 4,000% is what they say. So I'm learning a lot just by
Exactly.
2021 is like 2016 through 2020 showed us lessons in civics, and 2021 is giving us lessons in the economy. No, just bullshit economy. It's like because it's all fake money that you gamble on. That's all it is.
It's basically it. Yeah, I'm actually going to the Blockbuster right now to their.
All right, after we sign off, Trex, just look at it after.
I'm sorry, it's 11 cents right now for the stock. 11 cents.
No, it'll go down. There's no more Blockbuster except for the one in Oregon. Get out.
They're still here, man. They're still here. We can do it with the power of positivity and the internet.
No.
All right, we start public trading NotA stock tomorrow, so be sure to get your wallets ready. Okay.
As soon as we go to a console war, the stock immediately drops.
It's true. Raph, stop manipulating the stock market. All right. On that note, everybody, thank you for hanging out with us tonight. I'm, of course, Stevie B, and alongside me has been. I don't know which way I'm looking. Wait, which way am I looking right now?
Well, you're beside me, so you're actually pointing to me. So I'm Trex.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I meant to do.
Oh, me. Xtina's Ninja.
That's right. Me. And we are just part of Nerds of the Apocalypse. And we'll see you next week. And don't forget, everybody, the fight isn't with ourselves. It's with the elite. Good night. Mwah!
And with Raph. Bye.
Yes, fuck Raph. I'm just kidding. I love that. I love you.
As our outro, feel good moment of the week, feel good moment of the day. I just saw a report come in, and this is a little bit about esports. Evil Geniuses are now one of the first major gaming organizations ever to sign a mixed-gendered men's and women's pro team, competing as EG's main Valorant squad, led by captained by Potter, 7-time women's Counter-Strike world champion.
Ow.
Like, fuck. She is fierce.
Get wrecked.
Shout out to Evil Geniuses. I just want to shout out with that. They're a good team.
I mean, I will take your word for it because I don't follow esports. How much of a gamer am I? Just a regular one.
There's like 5 people on the planet that follow esports, and Trex is one of them. I
think I remember I think I remember we had this discussion when our friendship was still new, Trex. Like, yes. because like you were already recognizing as an illegitimate sport, and me as a person who used to do sports, like physical sports, like, really, is it? But
and I will always like, do everyone remember 2020 when COVID happened?
Yeah.
When sports went down, what kept going? Esports.
Esports is fucking right. That's right, bitch. You can still have a competitive game. Everybody at the house. Like.
Yep. What was it? What sport did actually make it all the way through without a basketball? Basketball, they create like all the entire league made their own bubble in like Disneyland or something, because they they quarantined themselves away from everyone else, and so they were able to have like a full season without much interruption.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, they had
Yeah.
basketball. I feel is just year long at this point.
is it still going? It can't be going. It's not going.
It just feels like it is. I think it is. I don't playoffs. I don't even know.
Oh, and hockey did a bubble too. That's right. Basketball and hockey, they knew what was up. Everyone else is.
Wrestling did
The-
keep going. That is true.
Oh yeah, they did. Because I kept hearing about it.
Yeah, with minimal COVID stuff coming out too. Minimum.
Mm-hmm.
Good on them. Good on them.
Yeah. So why
All right,
couldn't
Steven.
basketball?
Beat the shit out of
Why... Yeah.
What?
Oh well. I need. Oh fuck! It's midnight. I need to go to bed.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, I think we got day jobs. I think.
I got work in the morning.
Yeah,
Work in the
You folks
morning?
hurry up and sub
Why?
to us. Hurry up and sub. Bring more people.
Huh? Huh?
What?
Folks
Huh?
need to sub to us so we can get more subs, more pay, so we can quit our day jobs.
Oh yeah, fucking right, dude. I wish.
Dude. Mm.
If
I
only.
have 4 whole shares in Rolls Royce. I'm gonna
Oh.
make bank one of these days. Maybe when the queen dies. That's
So
so
we-
terrible.
That's your people, Steven.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be no. What?
He's half British.
It'd be.
My mom is a
Oh
full
yeah. You are. I thought he was referring to me. He's like, no, the Spanish invaded us, not the English.
On that note, good night, everyone. Mwah.
Good night.